Can you hear me? Hello?
Good
Sis-
morning, nephew. Good morning.
Hi, buongiorno, Uncle Edwin.
Let me give you a blessing. Let me give a blessing to my dear nephew that I raised him as a baby. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, in the name of the Holy Virgin Mary, God bless my nephew always, the most talented content creator on YouTube.
Oh,
That is
thank
my
God.
opinion. That
Oh.
is my opinion because I am a jealous uncle.
O nome do
Uh,
Padre e Filho e Spirito Santo. God bless you, Uncle Edwin, and everybody
Thank
in the
you.
chat.
And God bless you too. Marie,
Yes.
give a big hug by name to all the distinguished family members in the chat.
Oh, all right. We Steven. How you doing, Steve? I love the hairdo. I'm bald as well. Down neck. What's up, buddy? Tommy Stiggs. What's going on, Paisan? Joe Delamara. What's going on? Charissa. I love the videos of the cooking and Charlie. How you doing, Charissa? And I love that video you put up with the sports. That was good. I love them uniforms, by the way.
Uh,
Wise Up Guy. What's up, Wise Up Show? Ralph. Terrifica. What's going on? Centrulo. I could be mispronouncing your name, and if I do, don't blame me. I fell off my bike as a child and hit my head. But hello. Who else? Yeah.
Marie,
Yes.
to be clear, this is the official Italian channel administrated by a Puerto Rican. Uh,
Oh,
I-
viva la Puerto Rico.
as you can see, the majority of my family members on the chat, they are of Italian heritage.
Yeah. Yes.
Miss Teresa, did you bring the lasagna? That is the question.
Kane Shades. What's up? Good morning.
Ah,
Funny
uh,
video.
give a big hug to Mr. Kane Shades. Welcome, Kane Shades. Emery, we are waiting for Miss April.
Oh,
As
cool.
soon as Miss April arrives, all she has to do is press the link that's in the chat.
Now that's April is the April from Red. I forget, but she had a cool channel. I used to watch some of the stuff. I don't know if
Yeah.
she has it no more though. But
Miss
Good people.
April.
nice
Miss
person.
Go ahead, Emery. Go ahead.
Oh, I just said good people.
Okay. There she is. Miss
Ah.
April.
April.
Miss April is in the chat. Welcome, Miss April. Okay, let's get the red carpet. And I'm sending the Emery. Did you see the 1947 Cadillac that I
Yes.
sent you?
Yes, that was beautiful. I loved it, and it was a great ride in there. And I want to thank you for putting all the hors d'oeuvres in there. And my favorite drink, a yoo-hoo. You actually put a yoo-hoo in there for me. I really appreciate it.
Let me tell you, Emery, when I was a little boy, I had the privilege of being in one. It's like being in a real living room. Them cars, they were like it was like being in an apartment.
Yeah, sort of like a boat too, in a way. Like you're cruising, like you can't even feel the bumps. I used to, when I was younger, I've been in a lot of big like Lincoln limousines and stuff as a kid, and yeah, it was huge. It was like a little camper to us kids driving it. We used to love them.
Okay, Miss April, the link is in the chat. Just scroll backwards and press, and the 1947 Cadillac will pick you up and bring you here. Emery, let me give a big shout out to Kane Shades,
Yeah,
and I want everyone in the chat to support Kane Shades. Kane Shades is This is my opinion of Ken Chase. He's a good gentleman, and he's very considerate of others.
Yeah,
So
good
please,
people, great dad, great family man, and a good pal.
and let me tell you, Puerto Ricans and Cubans, they are cousins.
Yes,
They are cousins. Puerto Ricans and Cubans are cousins. The Cuban culture, the Cuban culture and the Puerto Rican culture is completely similar. And one historic note, that way everyone in the chat can have some knowledge. The salsa music, the salsa music of Puerto Rico, and it's the Spanish music of Puerto Rico. Its origin is from Cuba.
really, I didn't know that.
Yes. Okay.
Because my
Salsa
friend's
music.
mother used to listen to it.
I'm sorry.
My friend's mom used to listen to that music.
Okay. The Cubans invented the mambo, and
Oh,
then
mom.
when the mambo came to New York, the Puerto Ricans at that time they converted it into what is known as salsa. But
Oh,
but
didn't
our
the
music,
Italians take a little bit of it with Mambo Italiano? Hey, Goomba, no more citadel. I forget, but yeah.
but 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 to be clear, the mambo the mambo is from Cuba, and then the mambo was converted into what we know now as salsa. But the origin of salsa is Cuban, and
I
all
think
our and all our great singers from the 20s, their origin is from Cuba. The food, uh, Puerto Ricans and Cubans, I repeat, they are blood brothers. Blood brothers. Plus, when Cuba became independent, a group of Puerto Ricans were in that revolution helping the Cubans at that time become independent.
oh,
So
oh,
so
oh,
them
that
a
song.
little historic notes.
You know that other song that the Italians like Mambo Italiano. All you Calabreses do the Mambo like a crazy. I love that song.
Okay, and Marie, we have the beautiful Miss April that
Oh,
just arrived. Let me fix the red carpet. I
and no
bought it.
wrinkles.
I bought it on special at Walmart. Only $29.99. Okay. Okay, Miss April. Here we go. The beautiful Miss April. She will be treated like my granddaughter. To be clear, she will be treated like my granddaughter. So we got my nephew and we got my YouTube granddaughter, Miss April.
Hello,
Welcome, Miss April.
how
Welcome.
are you?
Hey, what's up, April?
Hey, Nico, how are you?
Oh, I'm all right. Just what's up, Gerard in the chat? Carol, Yanks, just saying hi to everybody.
Hi.
Miss April,
Yes, sir.
welcome. Welcome, and I give you a big hug.
Sure,
Uh,
always, always. How
you
are
you
you?
under, you understand Spanish, right?
A poquito, just a little bit. I grew up around a
Okay.
lot of Puerto
Pues,
Ricans.
pues yo te echo la bendición en el nombre de Dios
Yo no
y en
sé.
el
See,
nombre
it's
de la
little.
Virgen.
It's minimal.
I'm sorry.
I said it's minimal. I don't know. I can't like do a full conversation, but I just know like the basics. If I was like in a different country, I know how to say like what time is it and just the basic terms. But how are you?
Great, great. Okay, April. Remember what you wrote on your community page.
Yes, sir.
Don't call me sir. Edwin is fine. Edwin is
Okay.
fine.
Okay.
Or you can call me Grandfather Edwin. That would be nice.
Wello,
You can say
Edwin.
Abuelo Edwin.
But yeah,
Anyway,
I remember. I think it was about about how like now a lot of women are resorting like to plastic surgery, just like in the pursuit of love, and just like everything being so like shallow and materialistic. And it seems like just nowadays when you scratch the surface with people, it's just you just get more surface. And just the priorities and how society like kind of promotes us to like put this false sense of faith into something that's like futile, especially like when you're talking about like the spiritual aspect of things. So sorry if I'm a little shaky. I'm so out my comfort zone. I hate
No,
being
no, well
filmed and
said.
recorded.
You don't see, like, I can't stand when I see these women with all these, like, if they whatever, if they want to do it to make themselves feel good, God bless, but it's
Right,
they don't look like real women, with
right.
all this plastic surgeries and stuff. I like to see natural beauty, and, like, women grow old naturally, and I know women that are in their 50s that are still beautiful, that never needed all that, like, cat face and all that surgeries and stuff.
Yeah. And they're like getting on the table, and this girl, she was on a show called Wild and Out. She just passed away from bad surgery, and it's like you're sitting on a table, just getting carved up, but everybody comes out like looking the same, just like
What surgery, can I ask? Like, what kind did they want?
BBL or something. That's where you get like the fat transferred from your stomach into like your butt
And is
area,
it
just like
true or
because
not? I wanted
huh
to ask you. A lot of these women are going to, like, doctors that are cheaper, but more like butchers, who are not
right,
doing
right.
things right and messing them up, and they got to go for repeated ones.
Well, yeah, because you can save. I guess you save a lot of money. Like if you go to like Dominican Republic, does it real cheap. But it's just the same. Just I guess people want to emulate what society tells them this is what you're supposed to look like. And I can't imagine being like a teenager now, like with the internet and just like the standards of beauty, just like everything's like has to be perfected, or I
Yep.
don't
And
know.
what's that tell these little girls out there? It tells these young little girls in their 20s to go get these facial things, and they don't even need it.
Right, right.
And it's just like I see these young beautiful girls, and then they go get the surgery. It's like, you don't need that. Like, what are you doing? But you're right. Society, these actors and stuff portray this, and it's hurting our younger generation of people. It really is.
Yeah, and when you over focus, I mean, the only guarantee in this life is death, and the body,
Yeah.
everything's going to age. So when you over
All
focus all
men,
your energy into,
remember.
go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry for what but remember this. They all say all men are born to die.
Right,
That's how it is, men and women. It's how it is. And what you make of life, that's it. But we're all, one promise in this world is we are all going to meet our maker one day. That's
right,
it.
right. And it's just nowadays it just seems like to take everything from that, and where everybody's just like even like in the dating scene now, you know, not the for lack of better words, it's like you're being sized up at a meat market, and it's
Yep.
I don't know. It's just everybody fails to neglect. I wrote something down because I'm terrible, like, going off the top of the head. So I wrote something down about the soul. It's going to take real quick. I just wrote the soul is a resonating signature that is a connection between God's, the spiritual, and the physical. The soul is the record keeper of your physical experience, and also the soul etches the deepest experiences that you have. And if you were not balancing the emotional crisis by understanding how to alleviate or to change the judgmental perception, it's almost done. Hold on. Of what that thing is to you, you'll find out that your own judgment of yourself becomes like a mark when like a mark left on your soul, like a keloid or a scar. And as a result, your thoughts become an energy signature you create out of your own experience. So
Yeah, well said. No, seriously.
Miss
I mean, and just
April.
like just now, just I'm sorry, Edwin, go ahead.
No, no, no.
Oh
Finish. Finish
no,
your
I was just
comment.
going to say, and just like with this in this paradigm that we're in now, just like not to repeat myself, it's just like everything's just focused on the external, and you just get a lot of beautiful looking hollow people. So like and just with the internet and everything, everything's like a swipe and a click away. So there's less chivalry. There's people's attention spans aren't as short. That's why you see so many divorces and just a bunch of empty people just trying to fulfill like animalistic needs, just like sex, but no depth. If that makes any sense. But go ahead. I'm
No,
done.
it does.
Very, very well said, Miss April. And Miss April,
Yes, sir.
I like the way you express yourself. You're
Thank
very
you.
eloquent
Thank you.
and you're very intelligent. And I love
One
your
time.
beautiful hair. You have beautiful hair.
Thank you. Thank you. It's hot right now.
April, uh, uh, if I ask you a question and you don't want to answer it, it is okay. Just
Okay.
tell me. Just tell me. See, I have learned in my experience as a salesperson, because
Hmm.
I'm a salesperson for over 40 years.
For cars, right? You sell
Right.
cars?
But I have learned that when I am interviewing a person
Hmm.
and I see if I ask a question and the person feels uncomfortable, well, see when I interview a person, I respect the person. And if the person tells me, well, I don't really want to talk about that, I just stop it and ask another question. Uh, if you don't mind being, I'm sorry.
I said I'm an open book. You can ask me pretty much everything. It's just the answer I might give, may not be, with the
Don't
you can
worry.
ask me.
Yeah, but don't worry about that. Just be yourself. Just be
Okay.
yourself, cause 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 now here on YouTube, you are here on this live. I am like your grandfather, and Emery is like your cousin. So
Yeah,
you are
Nick,
like
yeah,
family.
it's a
So
fact.
you are like
Gotcha.
family.
Thank you.
You wrote you wrote on your community bulletin board.
Hmm.
You told me that, with all respect, that you were stabbed in your head.
Yeah, in
Would you?
2005.
I'm sorry.
In 2005, I was in
Okay.
college then,
Would
and
would you? Okay. Would you tell us that story, please?
yeah. So basically, to sum it up, a friend of mine I knew for years. Matter of fact, we were in a group home together when we were kids. She was pregnant, and she needed a place to stay. So by that time, I had got my own place, and there was still like my old bedroom left at my childhood home that my uncle still lived in. So I let her stay there, but she started having people over, and she was pregnant, smoking pot, and she wasn't agreeing to the like the money agreement we came to or whatever. So I went over, and so many words, I just told her it's not working out, you have to go. An argument started. I went to the kitchen table to check my mail, and Edwin, it happened so fast I didn't really even feel it, because after that we fought. So she stabbed me after we fought, ran out into the porch. I looked like Carrie. So the neighbors called the police and everything. I wound up getting 17 staples in the back of my head.
Wow.
I didn't go to court to testify on her either. I just, just with that whole where I grew up and everything, you don't snitch. And not only that, I didn't hate her because I know her story. Like her parents both died, and I still loved her. Like if that made any sense. But so I don't know. After that, like maybe a year later or so, I just started getting bad headaches, and then like my cognitive motor sensories or whatever, however you say it, like when you think about something, but when your voice, when you execute it, it wasn't coming like as smoothly as it was in school. Like the answers weren't coming like they used to. So I mean, I guess now I'm fine. And matter of fact, I seen her in the nail salon like 3 weeks ago. First time in like maybe 15 years, since that was so awkward. But so basically that's what happened.
Oh, and you said it took a while to get those skills. You sound pretty good now. I would never be able to tell that happened to you. But how long did it take? Like at first, was it odd? It must have been frustrating trying to
It's
get
never
out.
Yeah, it's never really went back to the way it was. Never. But thank you though. And especially like when anxiety and or anger or emotion kicks in, then you really like start to hear, you'll hear it now a little bit, like a little stutter, but it's never like fully been back to the capacity at what it
Okay.
was.
April.
Yes,
April.
sir. I mean Edwin, I'm sorry. Yeah.
The person the individual that stabbed you,
Uh-huh.
did that person, did was that person ever prosecuted?
Well, see, the neighbors called the police, and the police followed me to the hospital and took pictures and everything, and they sent me a subpoena in the mail to go testify against her at court, and I never showed up. So I don't know the outcome. I know they probably got her, and she probably bonded out, but I didn't show up for the court date. It was just something with just where I grew up, and you just don't sit on a stand, and that would have been, I don't know.
Yeah, and
And
Did
you knew the girl, you knew the problem she grew up with, and all that. And plus, like you said,
yeah,
you had your
yeah,
own
we were in a
fears.
group home together.
did that did that person did that person ever come up to you and say, "Listen, I'm really sorry"?
No, no, I just seen her in a nail salon like 3 weeks ago because I was in Florida for 10 years, but I haven't seen her, since that incident, and it was just so awkward. And then she has like two kids now, and I was sitting in her chair, and her son, he's like 2 years old. He came up and put his hand like on my leg. It was so awkward, just
Wow.
the exchange. And she looked at me, and I looked, and I just wanted, I don't know,
You
you
think
just
she
felt
was
the energy.
embarrassed? Do you think she felt ashamed and embarrassed to come up to you?
Maybe, but then again, I don't know. She's hard to read. I mean, she used to be so sweet when we were younger, but just like with anything, just like with erosion, when you get hit with so many elements, it
Yeah.
changes you. So that's not the same person, that I obviously that I knew as a kid, but I don't know. I just know I wanted to get out of there.
So, in
Not
other
out of
words,
fear, because even after, and I'm not a tough person or a fighter. I'm only 5'4" or whatever, but I didn't even know she stabbed me because she attacked me when my back was turned, checking the mail at my table. So it wasn't that. It was just like the awkward energy, and then her son came up and like touched my leg and looked up at me. It was just, I don't know, it was
Did he
too
remember
much.
you? Is that why he did that, or he
No,
just?
he was two. He's 2 years old.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay. So he just came up to you like, "Hi, lady," and
yeah,
so Miss April,
yes.
uh, you never on behalf of the person that stabbed you
Hmm.
and her family,
Hmm.
you never received any compensation or anything?
No, no,
Okay, okay. Miss April,
yes.
let's just say if you had that person in front of you right now,
Hmm.
what would you tell that person?
I forgive you and I'm over it, and I love you still as a human. Maybe not as a friend. You'll never live with me again, or I'll never extend you to stay with me if you're in a crisis. But it's over. Let it go, and I forgive you. There's so much
Repeat
time has
that.
passed by now anyway, you know what I mean? And just when
yeah.
I had took her in, she had got kicked out by like three different people, so that was like a red flag. Then like her own family didn't want her there. So
Hey,
Yeah,
Marie.
but you could never trust that person again to be put
no,
in a situation. But I get
no.
you.
Miss April,
Yes.
for the for the benefit for the benefit of our chat members,
Right.
which I call family members, and
Familia.
for the benefit of people that are listening to you,
Hmm.
and plus this live is gonna be on YouTube. So
Hmm.
a lot of people are gonna listen to your story,
Hmm.
are going to listen to your story. Can you repeat again, please?
Hmm.
Can you repeat again? What would you tell this person that stabbed you? Can you repeat it again?
I forgive you. And if I doubt she has any, I don't know what her thought process now, but if she has any guilt, I tell her to forgive yourself and let it go. Because when you harbor like a lot of hatred or just hatred and guilt, and I'm a firm believer, like, especially when you die or when you transcend and cross over, that's the only currency that you have is your heart and your thoughts. And sometimes if you, like I said, like a lot of weight, a lot of anger and everything, that will hold you down. And I think that might penalize you when you do transition. So just like I try to like let it go, and that's easier said than done because I have a lot of anger, not about her, but just other elements in my life that still isn't resolved. And a lot of time I use YouTube like as a catharsis in a way.
Yep.
And it's, it was like therapy at first, but now it's just like the adverse reaction. It's more stressful, if anything. So that's why I had to put it down for a little
Es que
bit.
se oye. Emery,
Yeah.
Emery, what, I want your opinion, being that you're a Catholic like me. Uh, Miss April, are you a Catholic also?
Say that again, sir. I mean, Edwin, I'm sorry.
No, no, don't worry. Are
Okay.
you also a Catholic, or you
Oh,
belong to another?
oh, me. I grew up Baptist, but
Okay,
now, I wouldn't say I can't confine myself to one religion because I'm open up to everything. You know what I mean? Because
okay,
I'd say like there's a boy in a peasant village in like say Sri Lanka, and he's never been exposed to like the Bible. I can't say in my within my soul that he's damned to hell just because out of demographic he was never had a Bible in his hand. But I respect everything.
okay.
Does that
But
make any sense?
Yeah.
And
by
I don't
the
want to offend anybody. It's just
No, it makes sense.
okay.
If somebody was never introduced to that, and even if they were and they choose another form of Christianity, that's on them, and they have the right to that.
Right.
April,
Yeah.
April, by the way that you answered the question I asked you,
Yeah.
you are more religious than Emery and me put together.
I don't know
So
about that, but
No,
that's
I
cool.
will
so
agree because this is something I have to work on. Like, I don't forgive. I'm not a forgiveful person at all. Little things I can forgive, but there's certain things in life I can't forgive. Someone attacks my family, tries to harm me, slander me viciously to try to, I can't forgive things like that. And I don't know if that's right or wrong. That's just me. I just can't forgive. I'm not downing anybody else to do it. God bless. But I just can't do that. And I do have hatred in me for certain things, like I said, informants, stuff like that, or hurt my family. I do have hatred towards them. And I always will. And I don't know if that's right or wrong, but that's just who I am.
Totally get it. Totally get it. It's just with me, I came in the womb being like screwed over by just my mother. So my family, closest people to me, I've had like bad experiences with. So I guess just with an overload like of bad, I had to like figure out a way just so I don't wind up like in a padded wall room or doing life behind prison. You just I don't know. Like I'm not on a high horse by no means. I have so many weaknesses, but it's just like what works for me or how I try to like internalize it.
No, whatever works for you and makes you a better person, God bless.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it.
But and just like different reading and different studying, different, spiritual teachers from everywhere. It's just a lot of the same common denominator that I've seen, whether it's Buddhism or the Hinduism or even ancient Kemet or Egyptian. It's just they say like your heart is like a very vital like commodity during that time when you do transcend. So, and I don't want my life has been so shitty. Oh, excuse my language, everyone. I'm sorry for my life has been like a cesspool since I came out, and I don't want to go to anywhere worse when this is done. I think this is like death for me right now, just waking up every day. And you like I said on a chat before, you have to consume death, whether it's an animal or a plant, just to stay alive, and it's just like some lower like vibrational like existence to me. It is. I don't know. I don't want to go anywhere worse than this. I don't. Sorry if that sounded weird.
No, it's
uh,
not.
Miss April and Emery, Miss April, please forgive me for interrupting you. I just want to ask a question to Emery.
Yes.
Emery, I would like to give a wrench to Krumel. I would like to give a wrench to Krumel. How do I do it?
Oh, Krumel, you would have to tap on his comment, and it will give you an option to make him a moderator. I
Okay.
would make people standard moderators moderators. Never make someone a managing moderator, because a managing moderator, and I'm not saying Cromell would do this, I'm just saying in general, a managing moderator can change mods and do things. So I make them standard moderators.
Okay, because changing the subject a little bit, the only person that God tells me to give a wrench to is to Krumel. Honestly, because I don't. To be honest, I don't plan to have any wrenches on this channel, but I would give a wrench to Krumel. But I'm gonna really find out how to do it. So the next time I will be giving a wrench to Krumel, but he will be the only one having the wrench. Okay, that's just the way I feel.
Well, what you can do is maybe send me a link one day and not go live, and we can sit in here together, just me and you, and I can show you how to do it.
Okay, nephew, no problem. So,
I don't even like having a
April,
wrench, because if somebody goes rogue or something like that, I don't want people looking at me, or just keep, just not what you hear, Edwin, but just in like in other rooms and places like that. I'm better off without it. I don't want the responsibility.
Miss April, being that you have been such an open and let me tell you, you are a very nice person. Without getting into anything, personal. Are you from New York also?
No, I was born in Mississippi. I did then moved to Pennsylvania, back and forth between Philly and Lancaster. Then I moved to South Carolina, Rhode Island. I just did like a tour, trying to find myself.
What was your favorite? What was your favorite state?
This Florida, but the person I was living with, I was going to get married down there, and he was an alcoholic, so that whole experience was a nightmare. But if I was there by myself, then definitely Florida, just despite the hurricane.
Because of the climate,
Yeah, that, and the beaches and everything. But even now, I don't, I really wanted to move to Peru, but in 2019, but then like that pandemic and everything happened, so. And they're having like a lot of political turmoil there. But that's one of the few places like the U.S. dollar can stretch. Like for a 5-star hotel, it was $48 in U.S. money. So the food was way better. I had Chinese food down there that was like 10 times better than the stuff up here, because it's less like processed food and like the
all the food up here in America. Oh, that's what we did a cooking stream the other day, and I'm glad we're showing all stuff. None of that stuff had preservative or processed stuff in it. None of that crap.
Right. Big difference, and you taste it too. So, but yeah.
Miss April,
yes.
Being that you have them wounds in your head, are you okay now? Is everything fine?
I think so.
Okay.
It's the mental ones I'll do more damaging, but yeah, I'm fine.
Let me tell you, by the way you express yourself, you are, to me, I find you to be A-okay. Thanks to God.
Thank you. Likewise. Thank you.
What advice would you give other young girls? That way what happened to you won't happen to them. What advice would you give young girls?
Oh, don't check up with your friends, but no. Always instinct in your gut, and like my wasn't that
You're breaking up.
I would just say, use your instinct, I guess. In this
Miss April,
God forbid anything does happen to you, then like don't hold that weight. Let it learn, deal with it, work through it, but let it go.
And Marie, in your opinion, Emery, the individual that did that to April, uh, uh, should that person be sued? In your opinion?
I would have to, in my opinion, I don't. I would have to leave that up. I'm not in that situation. You know what I mean? That would
And,
have to be her.
but see,
Her.
Edwin, see, I'm sorry. Go ahead. But see, I already knew her, and it was like it was like a love there. Now, if a stranger came up and attacked me or something, I would want. I'm sorry if this takes away everything I said. I would want to, extract retribution and kill him. And that's just like a lower self for me. I have to work out. But I knew her and I knew her story, so it was more sympathetic.
Yeah, I get it. If some Walmart employee did that, yeah, sue the hell out of big corporations and stuff. But yeah, she knew the girl. It's different on that level.
Okay, Miss April.
Yes.
Without getting into anything personal, just speaking in general, what would you like? What would you like for your future? Because you're a young girl. What are your goals? Without getting into anything personal, and what would you like your future? What what are your aspirations for the future?
To go off the grid from humanity and have less human contact as possible, get a little cottage in the middle of nowhere, and die in peace.
That's good.
Oh, okay. Maybe this question is too personal, but if you don't want to answer it, no problem. Would you like one day like to get married and meet a Prince Charming and have children?
I did. I wanted, of course, but it's just with the state of, just like I said, with the type of human, the era that we're in, and who we're dealing with, the chances of that are slimmer. Anything's possible. But with me, like, my heart is my Achilles, and I love hard. And sometimes I might smother, or I might get the adverse reaction of what I wanted. But of course I want that. I don't want to die alone, but I'm okay if that never happens. So.
Okay. Emery, in your opinion, should we introduce April? I have his name. Should we introduce April to our YouTube Tony Soprano?
No.
I don't know who the YouTube Tony Soprano is. Who is it?
Our Tony Soprano, Chris Truck.
Oh.
No, nobody from YouTube.
Okay. Let me tell you, Chris Truck is a nice person.
Yeah, he is. He's a good guy with a good heart.
Yeah, April, this is just my opinion as a grandfather and as a father. It is my opinion that you know what we can do one day, April? We can do another live, and I will introduce you. There is no obligations. There is no sin compromiso. Sin compromiso. It means without any no. It'll be like a blind date on YouTube. I can introduce you to Chris Truck, and you check him out.
I know who Chris is, Waylo. I'll do anything else for you, but not the dating kind of thing.
Okay.
Anything else I do for you, but I wouldn't feel comfortable. And I'm not looking right now for, like, I don't know. And it seems like when I get my hopes up about certain things, everything like flops or fails lately. And
but Miss April, I said it to be clear. I'm saying it a little serious and a little joking. Okay. So, but to be clear, Chris Truck, he's a nice young man. He's very respectful. He's very nice, and he's a good people. Because I would never introduce you. I would never introduce you to a demon on YouTube.
And Chris is a
I
good
know you
dad.
wouldn't, Willow. I trust you, but
Okay.
it's just
Anne
this
Marie.
community and everything. I wouldn't be comfortable, but I'll do anything else for you. I'll go to the highest. It's just I don't want to do the dating thing, especially on here,
Okay.
because
Hey,
then
what's up,
people, I
Danny?
don't know.
Danny Pop.
So
What's up, Dan?
Anne Marie, do you have any? Do you have another question for Miss April?
Uh, no, not on that. Not on that.
Okay, Miss April. Uh, Miss April,
Hmm.
what uh, what what other topic? What other topic would you like to touch?
Right now, Waylo, my phone was about to die. I was actually about to jump off if that was okay with you, because my phone was about to die. But if you ever want to get on again later or tomorrow, whenever,
Okay,
I'll be more
so
prepared for it.
no problem. So
You're
Miss
not mad at
April,
me, are you?
no, of course not.
Okay.
Miss
I
April, Miss
am.
April,
How dare you leave
Miss
us?
Miss April. Before you leave,
Uh-huh.
give a message to our chat family.
Um. Oh. Let me see. Let me see. Okay. Be careful. Oh, damn. Let me think. Be careful what you intake, whether it be food or things on here, just anything you ingest. Like I said, it leaves an imprint on your soul, whatever. And like I said, a lot of things on YouTube. I'm messing this up. I'm completely butchering this, but it's like a microcosm of the macrocosm. You see everything going on in the world today. Like it seems like we're in end times, just what from the weather to the wars
Oh,
and
we
everything.
are. Book of
Yeah,
Revelations.
right. And YouTube is like a smaller microcosm, like all the chaos and pandemonium you see on here. It's like a reflection of the world. And sometimes it's good to just be still and you know, get away from all this. Sometimes just unplug and I don't know, just stay loyal to yourself. You only live once.
Amen to that.
All
So Miss
right?
April,
Yes.
Miss April, it was an honor and a privilege to have such a brilliant, intelligent, pretty young lady
Oh,
live, live on this channel. And
thank
this, and
you.
April, this
Hmm.
is your channel also, okay?
I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And likewise, it's been a pleasure. And MRE, thanks for nice talking to you. I haven't
Yeah,
talked
God
to you in a
bless.
while. So
Yeah,
nice.
God bless
Um,
you.
and you guys have a great day. And like, it's been a pleasure. And hopefully do this again sometime. Okay?
Yeah,
Y
amen.
te, en April,
Yes.
te echo la bendición como abuelo.
Ah, yo no entiende. Oh, solo siento. My Spanish is bad. What did you say? Translated in English?
Okay, I send you a bless. I send you, I send you the blessing that I give my granddaughter. I send it to you also.
Oh, gracias. Te amo.
Igual, mi amor, Dios te bendiga y te doy un beso en la frente.
Mwah.
Emery,
Well,
Emery, give a message to give a message to all your fans in the chat family.
Well, I wouldn't call them fans. I just call them pals in the chat. I would say hi, Teresa, David, Joe. I see Carol now. Said hi to her. Danny, what's going on? Danny's got some family in Rhode Island, which is pretty cool. I was telling him how they got East Providence is like a little Portugal. I got half Portuguese, Italian cousins. And he was talking about the Bristol parade. Danny, you were right. The 4th of July parade in Bristol is the first and the oldest 4th of July parade in the whole country in Bristol, Rhode Island. The whole one. Oh, the whole country, oldest one. And I've been there many of times. My Aunt Helen lived around the corner from that little fire station, and we used to sit on her roof with the lounge chairs and watch them. So my aunt lived out there for years. So and she was Italian. My Italian family would go up to Bristol every 4th of July. My aunt has a picture book of all the bicentennial from 1976 bicentennial. So every summer I went up to the Bristol parade, the 4th of July parade, every year as a kid. Loved it. Loved it. And my aunt Helen was married to my uncle Johnny, who was Portuguese. So I have a lot of family members who married Portuguese people.
Emery,
Nice.
Emery, please forgive me for interrupting you. Joe Della Mora, I'm reading from the chat. Can you read Joe Della Mora's message? Because being that the letters are so small, I can't.
Yeah.
Because
yes, he says, Edwin, can you please nominate a translator?
Okay.
Well, you
Big
guys, my
hug.
phone's about to die. I'm sorry to interrupt, but everybody, God bless, and
Okay.
you know, good. Take care.
Have a good one.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
And April, we'll keep in touch. Okay.
We will. Okay.
Okay.
Take care.
Okay. Emery.
Yep.
Emery, being that I see the chat in miniature.
Yeah, I'll take care of it.
Yeah.
John Martin just came in. John's a good dude. I see Danny in there. Like I said, who else just came in? Gerard's in there. Good people. And just the same as I've been saying, the new people that came in was John Martin and Danny.
Okay. A big hug for Danny Stories and my good friend also, John Martin.
And
I
SPK
hope John
just came in. SPK just came in.
Okay. And a big hug for SPK. And I hope that John Martin is doing good in his health. Because a few months ago, if I'm not mistaken, he was in the hospital. So I hope you're okay, John. I hope you're okay. And I'm very happy to see you here.
Yeah, when I go to church, I go to mass later. I'll light a candle for you, John.
So Emery, how is Rocco? How is Rocco doing?
He's doing good. I hurt my knee. It's fine now, but I twisted it like playing basketball a few days ago. I got bridged and I came down on it and twisted it. So I've been walking a little weird for a few days, but it's getting way better. And Rocco's doing good. Even with my hurt leg, I took him to the field yesterday, and I was limping around, but I was humming the ball, just letting him get his exercise.
Emery, Miss Teresa Murphy, if you scroll backwards, can you find the link and press it? I want Teresa Murphy to be on the panel.
Well, know what you guys should do? One day you should do a cooking thing and Teresa should do a cooking thing side by side in the same stream. Because let me tell you, that cooking stream you did on the other day was really fun. I had a great time on there. With me, you,
okay.
I think it was Dean Do, who else? A few of us were on there. And it was really fun with all that. You had everything laid out and it was just fun up there. It was great.
Okay, Miss Teresa, please press the link, and also Krumel, please press the link, Krumel. Emery, entertain everyone, and I'm gonna go to the closet and maybe post a link for Teresa and for Krumel.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, all right, Johnny Catalano, what's going on, man? I see him in there. SPK, Krumel says, Dave, why do you feel need to? Okay, I didn't see that. Who else I see? Oh, she said the link is gone. It disappears after a while. So many comments. You got to pin it. Me and Edwin got to come up here, and while we're not live streaming, and I can explain how to pin comments and all that stuff. How can you get in touch with me privately? Leave a comment on my video, and I'll give you my email, or hit me up on Facebook, Nico J. Colocone on Facebook. There's a lot of them out there, but this one you'll know. It'll be the Blessed Mother and Jesus up there with me with a Yankee cap. I'm on Facebook. Make a fake Facebook account. Don't use your real name and get a hold of me. Don't use your real name, though. Just get a hold of me. Who else? Joe, everyone in the chat, have a great day. God bless you, Joe. Danny says, "Be right back. Got to make pancakes for the kiddies." What kind of pancakes do they like? Chocolate chip, blueberry? I guess he's going making them now. So, but yeah, Danny's video was pretty cool the other day, telling the Bristol story, Pawtucket. I got cousins in Pawtucket. That was when my sister lived in Pawtucket. My sister actually set up this thing that's almost nationwide now. Every 9/11, my sister and her kids would go to all the fire stations in her city, and they started going to other cities too and doing it and bringing food baskets every 9/11 to all the firemen and the police. And after my sister passed, in her memory, they still did it. The whole state did it. Like in memory of her, the whole state did it. And we even had people in, I think it was South Carolina doing it, and a couple of people in another state. I don't know. But my sister basically started this thing in Rhode Island. And now, like, everybody's doing it on every 9/11. And I'm very proud of her for that. She was a pillar of her community. She ran a daycare for many years, coached cheerleading. Her husband was a coach. It was just, she was real good. What's up, Todd Father? Real good people. And I surely miss her. I'm too late for YouTube mass services. John says, Edwin, I will be in Puerto Rico last week of July. I will be in Isabella, my friend, bought a house out there. Would love to meet. Oh, that's awesome, John. God bless. And thank SBK. Oh, really? You're a 5'5". Yeah, my sister, every year, she started it in about 2004. Every year did that. And every police station and every fire department in her city got food baskets. All homemade Italian, so all kinds of things. They would bring food baskets, and it really came down to the whole state, and they all started doing it.
Emery, I took out the link from the Iron Vault. It's in the chat now.
Okay. All right. See, is there now? If you can click on that, it will say, "Do you want to pin it or not?" And pinning it means it will always be at the top.
Okay, Emery. We got the beautiful Teresa Murphy.
Oh, wonderful.
She's wearing a beautiful red evening gown with diamonds.
Oh, okay. Nice. Red carpet. Ready for the red carpet.
Wait a minute.
Real nice Rolls Royce to pick her up.
We got it. Okay.
Hello, everybody.
Hello,
Mr. Okay.
Hello, how are you?
Miss Teresa, many blessings.
Many blessings to you too, Edwin. How are you?
Miss Teresa, before MRE interviewed you, I love your dress, very beautiful. The diamonds are really, the diamonds are a knockout.
Oh, thank you. I borrowed them from Harry Winston. Miss Teresa, I was going to ask you, a few months ago, you posted your famous blueberry muffins with, if I'm not mistaken, with raisins. Am I correct? That was an Irish soda bread.
Soda bread.
Okay.
Yeah,
I remember that.
It had craisins, which are raisins, cranberries. That one? Is that one?
Okay, Miss Teresa, can you give us an update on Mr. Ryan? How is Mr. Ryan doing?
Mr. Ryan's doing fabulous. He's doing fabulous. He's going to pitch tomorrow night.
Awesome.
Yeah, he's going to pitch tomorrow night. He pitched last Wednesday, I think it was. So he'll pitch tomorrow night, and we're going to go out and see him. He's in Pennsylvania, so it's not too far. He's in Reading, Pennsylvania, and we'll go out there and we'll watch him pitch, and then we'll come back and we'll get to see him, which is good because usually he's down further, or he's up further, really, like up in Maine. He'll go to Maine, he'll go to New Hampshire, but he's in
So there's some places
Pennsylvania.
it's hard for you. You guys go to most of his games, I know that, but at some places it's just too hard to get to, right?
Yes, I mean, I'll tell you, the hardest one to get to is Richmond because it's a 7-hour drive.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but when we go down there, we're usually staying for a couple of days because he's got a place there. The Giants give him a place, so we'll stay for a couple of days.
We finally got Krumel. We finally got him. Krumel, say hello to everyone.
Hello to the chat and everybody else.
Hi,
How you doing,
Kamal.
Kamal?
I'm doing okay.
How you
Thank you.
feeling?
A bit strange, but okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Krumel, it is an honor and a privilege to have you live finally.
Thank you.
Krumel, give us all a message of total motivation.
That's a bit hard for me to do.
Eat your Wheaties.
Yeah.
Okay. But all kidding aside, Krumel, it is an honor to have you, and I ask God and the Virgin Mary to bless you completely, and I hope that your health improves, and that all your ailments will completely disappear in the name of God, Krumel.
Thank you very much.
Well, Krumel, I go to mass today, so I will light a candle for you.
Thank you, Anne-Marie.
And Charlie, what's up, Charlie? Look how precious she is.
And Krumel, you are a part of our family always.
Okay. Thank you.
Oh, we got Mob Rats 1 in here too. Hi, Mob Rats.
Welcome, Mob Rats.
Yeah, the
Okay.
new people that come in, I say hi to.
Okay, Miss Teresa,
Yes.
being that we've been on the air like an hour, and today's Sunday, and everyone wants to be with their families. Hey, Charlie, that's what a
Yes,
beautiful
Charlie, I
dog,
wanted to
Miss
show
Teresa.
you.
He's beautiful. May God bless him. Miss Teresa, can you give
Yes.
your closing message to all the people on the chat?
Okay, let's see. My closing message is I want everybody to have a fun weekend. 4th of July is this weekend. And do something that makes you feel good inside. Do something, or be somewhere, or be with somebody that makes you feel good inside. How's that?
That is excellent. Let me tell you, Miss Teresa, you have a very happy. You project happiness. You project that you are totally happy, and that is excellent. And
yes,
your
because
happiness.
I found out. This is the key. If you project positivity, it comes back to you. If you're going to project negativity, you're just going to draw all that negative energy towards you. And I don't want any of that towards me. I don't need that. I need the
Miss Teresa.
positive. Yes.
Miss Teresa, thank you for coming
Yes.
on. And like always, you have my
thank
respect.
you for having me.
And give my regards to Mr. Chuck, that he's the boss.
I will.
Mr.
the boss.
Chuck
He's sleeping.
and
he just
Mr.
got home from work. So.
Okay, and my blessings to Ryan, and the next time you're on, we're gonna interview Charlie live.
Okay. That sounds good.
Well, the next time, Mr. Rissa, the next time I'll have Mimo on live. We will have Rocco and Charlie and Vito, Uncle Dindo's Vito live.
Oh, that sounds good. That sounds good.
Okay.
That sounds really good.
Okay, so God bless you, Teresa. God bless
God
you.
bless Teresa and you and your family. God bless
Thank
you. Have a wonderful 4th of July.
Yes, you too. Have a
Emma,
safe one, okay?
God bless.
Marie,
Yeah.
uh, give your closing statement to our family members on the chat.
Okay, I first want to say vote for Gary Coleman this year. BP, Emmanuel Lewis. No, I'm only kidding. No, God bless everybody in the chat. Have a
Vote for
wonderful.
Vinny Barbarino. Vote for Vinny Barbarino.
I would say God bless everybody in the chat. Have a wonderful 4th of July. Never forget 1776 in our beautiful country. And God bless you all. And I will be at
God
church
bless America.
today. And I light a few candles, healing candles for people.
And be careful with those
Marie,
fireworks. Be careful with those
Oh, my dog hates.
fireworks.
Oh my God, my dog hates them. I don't even do the fireworks because Rocco does not like them.
Yeah, a lot of animals don't like them. You know, there was a test last night because there's people around here doing them, and it doesn't seem to bother her. I don't know, maybe because the environment she was in before, but it doesn't. Even thunderstorms don't bother her. She looks
Yeah, I
out
had
the
a few
window.
dogs who were the same. I had a couple of dogs that didn't bother. Most of my dogs that did.
Yeah, we're trying to get her to see if we could take her to the game in Pennsylvania, but I
Oh,
don't.
wow.
Yeah, some stadiums are pet friendly, but some are not.
Well, just throw a service vest on.
Yeah, I can actually.
Yeah, just throw a service vest. They never question it, ever.
Yeah, yeah.
but Teresa,
Yes.
if you put the vest on him, don't forget the bow tie.
I won't forget the bow tie, except she's a girl, so I have to put it on her hair, on her head.
Okay. So everyone, and Krumel, God bless you. And Marie, before you leave,
Yeah.
when is your next slide?
I was gonna do one the other night and stuff. What's up, Paul, in the chat? I will be doing one shortly. I just don't like to go live when other people are live and stream cut them and stuff. But maybe tonight I was gonna do this thing on and show the good things that Raymond did on Federer Hill. I found a good video with
That's
some
a great
priests.
idea.
Yeah, with some priests and some others that were talking really good about him. I was going to do that, and I have some other things planned.
Okay, so if God permits, you will be on tonight.
Yeah, if nobody's on and nothing like that, yeah.
Okay, at what time? Approximately at what time?
I never know when the times I'm going to go live at. Yeah, who knows?
You usually put it like a couple of hours beforehand, anyway. So.
Yeah, so I don't know, maybe 6, maybe 8. I'm not sure, but
okay. So that means that tickets are now at the lobby. So before you leave, tickets will be sold at the lobby. And don't forget to buy the MRE T-shirts and get the new Teresa cooking book.
Yeah.
Also sold at the lobby.
Anyway, I wanted to tell you those uniforms yesterday were the uniforms for the Yankee farm team for the 4th of July. Weren't they cool?
Oh, they were very cool. I loved them.
They had the stars on the sleeves and then the pinstripes on the shirt. It was really cool, and it was red, white, and blue.
I thought they were real awesome myself.
Yeah,
and I love to see the patriotism.
Yeah, they actually auctioned those off.
Oh wow, awesome! All right, I'm gonna jump off.
Yeah,
Uncle Edwin, Krumel, Teresa, God bless you all, and everybody.
And Marie, thank you. And Marie, thank you for helping this old man always.
Oh, it's an honor, Uncle Edwin. That's what we do with family. Familia always. God bless. DOT.
Thank you, Anne Marie.
Bye.
Thank you. And Teresa, a big hug and thank you. And Krumel, a big hug and thank you.
Thank you.
Krumel, take care.
Bye.
And God bless.
Bye.
Okay. And thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone on the chat. Before I leave, I just want to say all your names. My good friend Catalano, that we grew up together in Sicily back in the 1800s. Mob Rats, a big hug. Krumel, a big hug.
Thank you.
We got Paul C. We got SPK, thank you. We got Emery, thank you again. Thank you, Ron Gross. Thank you, Marbrets One. Thank you, Todd Father. Thank you, Todd Father. SPK. Okay. I'm scrolling backwards here. Okay. John Martin, thank you. Just want to thank everyone, and I appreciate all of you. Joe Delamora, thank you again. Teresa, thank you. Danny Stories, thank you. Krumel, okay. God bless everyone, and always special blessings for Miss Angel Gotti. God bless our angel, our Miss Angel always. God bless Angel, and God bless everyone on YouTube. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. And please support Miss Angel Gotti and Emery, my dear nephew always. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.